Hi, I'm on site at Embedded World, and joining me today is Arnaud Le Lannic, Director of Product Management, Consumer and Industrial Tracking, GNSS at u-blox. We're going to be talking about the key features of u-blox's GNSS platforms and their key recommendations for how to pick the right GNSS receiver. Arnaud, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Could you start by giving a brief introduction to yourself?
Well, as you mentioned, I am Director of Product Management at u-blox, responsible for consumer and industrial market tracking devices. So it's about 1 meter accuracy level devices. So to locate everything in the direction of 1 meter accuracy, what we as well call in the GNSS world standard precision GNSS.
Could you also introduce the company u-blox?
Company u-blox, yeah, we are about 1,000 employees worldwide, so all experts enabling our customer to develop solutions which are precise, smart, and sustainable. We basically provide chips, modules, and services which are done to basically locate and connect everything.
So why don't we start by talking about one of the products you offer, which is the ultra-low M10 platform. Could you talk us through the key features?
Well, the key feature is, as you mentioned, low power is really the key requirement of that. As well as with this product, we bring a solution which enables customers to deal with weak signals, means having a design with an antenna which is not optimized for best signal reception, or products which are used in environments which are rather harsh or complicated for GNSS receiver.
And I understand another product in your portfolio, the F10 dual band GNSS platform. Right. Talk us through that.
Well, so you ask for difference between M10 and F10?
Really I would talk about the key features and then perhaps what the differences are.
So the key features when you go from single band to dual band is basically improving the performance of GNSS receiver in challenging environments. Dual band is all about helping a GNSS receiver to deal better with multipass and challenging environments. So this is really the key differentiator, and what it brings toward the past is the support of Navic, which is an Indian constellation which is today mainly working with L5 signals.
Mm-hmm. And so looking at these receivers, what are the different applications that they suit?
So if you look at this receiver, basically these receivers are rather consuming few power. They are rather small, so they are quite suitable for all applications like tracking of human, tracking of animals, tracking of assets, as well as vehicle, and in the direction of meter level accuracy.
Mm-hmm. And so for those who are watching and maybe thinking about what GNSS receiver they should choose, what would be your key recommendations?
So when you look at the receiver, the main question is what is the trade-off between power and performances. If you look for power, obviously the single band will be the right fit. If you look for more performance, you might make a trade-off on the power consumptions to go to dual band and have a bit more of performance. It's come as well with the trade-off, means as well that the dual band receiver are a bit more complex to design. You need different RF components with larger band, even more components than single band. But it really enables you to solve better the purpose of challenging environments.
That's great. And so with regards to the M10 and F10 platforms, what would be your recommendations for customers who don't know which to pick?
If you don't know which one to pick, we have been working a lot the last years on working on videos, white papers, and blogs where we look at different use cases and try to help the customer guiding the customer in the journey of selecting the right receiver. So on u-blox.com you will find all the resources necessary to find the right fit for you.
Sure. And I understand both receivers are compatible with your Assist Now online GNSS service?
Our receivers are compatible with our Assist Now GNSS services. So Assist Now come into flavor. One assistance which we call offline, which is providing information over long term, so estimation of what's going to happen in the future. It allows you to store data which will work for up to 1 month and get down a fix into a couple of seconds during these 30 days.
And so what would be your general recommendations for companies who don't know which GNSS receiver to pick?
Well, when it comes to decide between single band or dual band GNSS, the main question or the main trade-off has to be done between power consumption and performance. If you look for lower power consumption, single band will be obviously the best trade-off. And if you look more for performance, you might consider dual band.
And given that we've spoken about the M10 and F10 platforms, what will be your recommendations for companies who don't know which to choose there?
So the last months and years, we have been working a lot of generating material to guide the customer during his journey. So if the customer goes to on u-blox.com, you will find videos, white papers, and blogs which address requirements or challenges of different applications and should help the customers during his selection process. So I think our website is a good base to start.
That's great. And I understand both receivers are compatible with your Assist Now online GNSS server?
Right. Our receivers are compatible with our online GNSS services, which is basically a way to help customers to get a fast fix. We have the version which is called offline, which allows you to download data which will work up to 1 month and get a fix in a couple of seconds. And we have the online version, which is about providing real data to the customer, so you need live connectivity. The advantage here is on top of having a fix in a couple of seconds, you will have a really precise first position.
Well, thank you for providing that overview. Could you finish us off by talking a little bit about your partnership with DigiKey?
Yeah, well, DigiKey is really a key partner of us because together we really solve better the purpose of providing development tools, evaluation boards, antennas and modules faster to our customers, making their life easier and making our business relationship much more effective.
Great, well thank you so much, Arnaud, for joining me.
You're welcome.